Switching to a Mac. First off, why do it? Well, because Macs usually have built-in everything. When I mean built-in everything, I mean virus protection, drivers for your favorite video cameras or digital cameras, programs that you want, not trialware, and ease of use. So first off, viruses. For the PC and the Mac, everybody knows that PCs have a ton of viruses. And what about Macs? Do they have viruses? Rarely will you ever find a virus for a Mac, and when it's found, people know about it. Everyone's alerted about it, and it's taken care of almost immediately. In 2007 alone, there were probably around 250,000 viruses known for PCs. Pretty sure not anyone had all of those viruses in their computer, but I can guarantee you they had a large amount. For Macs, I think there was one, and then a few years before that there was another one. Another one of the great things is that you have free virus protection on your Mac. You don't have to worry about going out and getting something like Norton Antivirus, which probably costs around $100, or Kaspersky, or whatever you use. Macs have built-in virus protection that's free to you because you shouldn't have to worry about viruses. But like I said, they just really don't exist. There are a few, but they're rare to see. Drivers. Now, what a driver is it's the software that helps you communicate your devices, like your mouse, your keyboard, your cameras, your printer, with your computer. On a PC, you would have to go around searching for drivers for new products, in case if you lost a disk or anything like that. The great thing about a Mac is that it comes preloaded with thousands of drivers for your favorite digital cameras, video cameras, and printers. So that makes everything easier for you. It's simple to decide which computer works best for you. On a PC, you've got like thousands upon thousands of choices. You've got the HP PX model number 07 or whatever they call them. Most of the time people ask you what kind of laptop or computer do you have, you give them the brand name. You'll say, oh, I have a Dell, or I have an HP notebook. What model number? Oh, I don't know, because nobody can remember that large ass name. On a Mac, students have the MacBook for simple computing. It's that simple. There's no long name for it. It's just called the MacBook. On-the-go professionals have the MacBook Air, meaning that it's lighter. It weighs about 3 pounds and it's excellent for portability use. And art professionals have the MacBook Pro, which is known really widely around the art community because of its power and ability to do multiple things, and things like Photoshop and Final Cut and all these other applications that people need. People like Steven Spielberg and Peter Jackson actually use these notebooks, when they make these kinds of movies that you guys love. iLife 08. iLife 08 is like the main applications that everyone constantly uses on their Mac. Things like iPhoto, which helps store your favorite digital photos, and it's a really great management system for that. iMovie, basically you record a movie in your video camera and you can edit it in iMovie, and it's like painless. You don't have to go around learning different tutorials and all these other things. iWeb, basically it's like website building for dummies. Everything is drag and drop, and you don't have to worry about HTML or any kind of code or any of that. iDVD, you put favorite movies or videos that you've made and pictures, and you can add them to a disk, and it comes out looking really nice. It's really simple to use. iWork 08, basically the equivalent to Microsoft Office on a Mac. While Macs do have Microsoft Office, Apple's given us their own suite of applications, which only costs like $79 compared to like $300 for one edition for Office and all these other different versions. Pages is like Microsoft Word. It's a little bit more flexible too, using the inspector tool. Allows you to add and move around images, and using Instant Alpha you can remove unwanted colors from your pictures. You can also do the same thing with the Instant Alpha and Keynote, which is like PowerPoint. I'm using Keynote right now to give this demonstration. It's a really great tool, and the animation effects look amazing on it. Numbers is just like Excel, and again it has the Instant Alpha tool, which is really helpful for adding pictures, and it's a little bit more flexible when it comes to other types of numbers and calculations. It also has pre-built functions in there, so you don't have to worry about trying to solve any problems with that. Finder is like your best friend on the Mac. In Windows, I couldn't tell you how long it takes me to find files, clicking and opening folders. No, maybe I didn't do it in that one. Well, in Finder, it allows you to basically browse all of your folders in a really simple and easy to use user interface. It's got 4 different looks you can do. You can do the icon view, the list view, the column view, and of course cover flow, which allows you to preview all of your files instantly. You hit the space bar, you can use quick look to view your video or PDF document without having to worry about any problems. Spaces. Spaces is basically the multiple workstation. It allows you to have a bunch of windows in one and then windows in another space, so that way it's really easy to manage everything you're doing. So you can be doing homework in one, you can be editing a picture in another, you could be creating a video in another, and then making a website in another. And it's really painless process to use these different workstations. Easy backup. Windows is like what? System Restore, that you can get all your old files and it takes like an hour and a half. Well, on a Mac you have Time Machine. You connect a external hard drive to your Mac and you activate Time Machine. You can set the amount of time you want your Mac to back up, like every half hour, every 2 hours, every day, and it backs up all of your files. So in case you lose something or throw something away by accident, you can go back in time using this really great user interface and find the application. And if you're not sure if that's what it is, again, quick look. You can hit the space bar, hit the quick look icon, and you'll be able to find your file without any problems. You can also use the search bar in the upper right hand corner to find anything on Time Machine. What about your Windows applications? Well, on a Mac you have Boot Camp, which basically allows you to take a piece of your hard drive and save it for Windows. You can actually run an entire version of Windows on there, XP, 2000, Vista, whatever you want. And then you wouldn't have to worry about, oh, all my favorite games that I like to play or applications that only run in Windows. They're right there for you. And it's really easy to use. You restart your computer and you hold down the Alt key, and then you get like this little menu that asks you which operating system you want to use. It's really easy to use. Hardware and software was built to run together, which means that all of these errors that you're getting on a PC are because the operating system and the hardware wasn't picked to run side by side. Anything can be thrown together and tied using Windows. And because of this problem, you get things like the blue screen of death. Most of you have seen this thing, and it's really a shame. I've had this problem plenty of times with Windows. You restart your computer and then hopefully hope nothing went wrong or your problems will go away, but most of the time they won't. This will be reoccurring, and it's usually from drivers or .dll problems or whatever. So that's pretty much it. This is my little video on why switching to a Mac is probably the best thing you'll ever switch to. And it can be very simple. If you haven't used one, I recommend you really just trying one out. At least try it out. If you're one of those people that say, oh, I hate Macs, blah blah blah, and have never tried one, give it a shot. I guarantee you, you will be convinced that it is the best possible computing device you'll ever use. The first time I tried one, I was hooked. So go out and try it and leave some comments. If you're going to bash this video and say, oh, why Macs suck, please tell me why, and don't say games, because I think I've already proven that you can run games via Boot Camp. So thanks for watching.